Hi, yes, I look a bit different to the video you're about to see. The video of my Blaire White and Buck Angel reaction video that I was supposed to upload 5 months ago, that I recorded 5 months ago, is finally here. There's been a lot going on. Not to mention, I kind of forgot I filmed it. I had a lot going on, and at the same time, forgot I filmed it. Whoopsie. And I filmed other stuff on top of it, which I got to first, which there's other things coming, because I just found all of those videos that I recorded about 5 months ago, literally 5 months ago. So they're all coming out soon. Yeah, I'm emptying the catalog of things I have before I start filming new ones, which is what I should have done to start with, but but I'm gonna stop talking because this video is already an hour long. I'm really sorry, but I needed to rant, and I think you'll understand. It's Blaire White. I had to go all out. Love you guys. Hope you enjoy the video. See you in like 5 seconds. Hi everyone, yes, welcome back to another video. I know it has been a very long time. I'm sorry, I have a few videos on hold that I just have to edit, and it's not going to take me very long, but it's just, yeah. A lot's been happening. I will get onto, like, editing them as soon as humanly possible. Like, I will finish recording this, edit this, and then get on to editing the rest of them. I'm very sorry it's taking me this long. Today we're doing something I really wish I was choosing not to do. But as we noticed from the beginning, this was put in my letterbox this morning, so I need to. Yes. Blaire White and Buck Angel. We know these human beings. I love the fact that the title is reacting to insane trans TikToks with Buck Angel. Also, if Buck wasn't such an asshole, I'd say he looks nice, but because he does, like, they both do look nice, but they're fucking evil, so I can't compliment them. I mean, the beard, for example, did. But I don't like these people. Let's go.
You're just mad because trans girls don't want to put trash like you in our designer bags.
So we just got hate crime.
I mean, that's I can imagine a trans woman, attacking a cisgender man for not wanting to sleep with her. Each to their own. You do you, sis. You do you.
And I'm really excited about it.
Do you know trans women can
I feel like that's been taken out of context.
breastfeed?
Not
Probably.
allowing a child to use puberty blockers is simply just transphobic.
Depending on the child, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Buck Angel, obviously.
I already hate her. I've forgotten how much I hate this woman's fucking voice. Ah, fucking hell. What makes it even worse is I hate the bullshit she's spreading, so it makes hating her voice so much easier. Also, he's about to laugh. His laugh is okay, I like his laugh. But if he wasn't such a jerk, it'd be nice. But he's a jerk. It could be a really nice guy if he didn't have these opinions. Yo, why it?
He's been on my podcast, we've done a job on my main channel.
You have a fucking podcast? No. Some people just shouldn't have podcasts. Blaire White is one of them.
And we become such good friends. And
it actually means a lot to me.
Yeah, I call him Uncle Buck, definitely like a dad.
I'm a dad, you know.
I mean, that makes sense of a friendship for you guys. You know, be very, very close with other transphobic people. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You guys are being transphobic and literally helping people take away your own rights. But, you know, yeah. Be friends about it, it's fine. Oh, I'm so bitter.
A lot of I just feel a lot of love for you because you're willing to put yourself out there, and you have for a long time. So I don't care what anybody says about you. I'm very protective of you, and I feel what you do is so important for this community.
No, it's not. It's the exact opposite of important for this community. What you used to do, Buck Angel, was important to this community. You don't do that anymore. Neither one of you is important to this community. So, a lip balm break, because my lips are chapped to shit. So. Yes. Okay. Neither one of you is important to this community. Neither one of you. You literally fuck up everything for everybody. Neither one of you does important work for this community anymore. Buck, you used to. And then you turned into Blaire White. In like a matter of like politically speaking. You turned into Blaire White's opinion. And then bad shit happened. And now nobody likes you in the community for that exact reason.
I don't care what people have a problem with our relationship, because me and you have a relationship.
People love trying to get Buck to not be my friend.
I know, it's so funny.
Like,
Yeah, because you're literally trying to tear apart something he spent his entire life building, and he's helping you do it. Buck, you literally spent your entire life making the world a more acceptable place of trans people, and now you're helping tear that apart. How do you sleep at night, man? How do you sleep at night?
I can't believe you're friends with Blair. I'm like, yeah, I am.
And if you're wondering what the setting, it's because I am currently in Los Angeles, down here to do some podcasts. We filmed a crazy debate on the No Jumper podcast, which...
I can imagine that ended well for you. The No Jumper podcast, I can imagine that did not end well for you.
So I wanted to have...
The fact that Buck's laughing tells me it didn't end well for you. You just think it did. I'm willing to bet, given the fact that Buck is laughing and you seem to have a opinion about it, that No Jumper fucking destroyed you. I haven't seen it. I probably won't see it, but I'm willing to bet that No Jumper fucking demolished your fucking way of thinking.
Buck here because, first of all, anytime we get to collab is an amazing time. And
for you guys, maybe not for the rest of the world. Oh fuck! I need to stop being so offensive.
that we work so hard to grab.
The only level of insanity I'm seeing in the trans community is you and Buck. Like, and yeah, a few other people that have some questionable opinions. You and Buck are the main people in the trans community that are fucking shit up for everybody.
Very few people within the community do, so This is no different. We're going to talk about some people are really out here saying that trans Chuchi is the inferior product. I'm sorry. We have the designer, expensive, bougie coochie. Like, you're telling me if someone says, would you like this free? Like,
I don't agree with this way of thinking that trans women are not better than biologically female women. You two are equal because you are women. There shouldn't be a separation of equality depending on whether or not you were born a female or you transitioned into a female. It shouldn't fucking matter. Like, you are both women. Why the inequality?
because trans girls don't want to put trash like you in our designer bag.
Oh my god, what? That's the most misogynist, anti-woman thing I've heard.
Right.
Since.
Oh no, for once my opinion actually correlates with Buck Angel in that. For a split second. I don't like the fact that she's separating herself from biologically female women and going, I'm a trans woman, therefore I'm better than the rest of the women. No, no, honey. Don't do that. You know why? Because you're giving these people a reason to hate you. Okay, you're giving these people more ammo. Don't give these people more ammo. You're incredible. Natural born females are also incredible. You know what I mean? Like, what's the word? I didn't mean to say natural born. What's the word my brain is trying to say? Give me a second. My brain's forgetful today. Cisgendered women. That's the word I'm looking for. Cisgendered women and you are just as equal as each other. Like, doing this comparison of putting yourself on a higher pedestal is just going to make these people mad. That's all it's going to do. You two are equal.
Since yesterday. No, really, this is what I don't like. It's like, and I said this during our debate, and you'll see it. It's like, I feel like that if you want to transition to be a woman, step one should be learning how to respect women.
Thank you.
And I don't like how, transition, oftentimes people have this, they feel like they have to put biological women down to validate their own womanhood. It's like,
No, that's only a small percentage of trans women, actually. This woman on the side just happens in this instance to be in that small percentage. Not every trans woman on the planet demeans cisgendered women to feel more affirmed in their transition. I am friends with plenty of trans women. They all respect cisgender women and acknowledge the fact that they are equal and that one is not better than the other. That's coming from trans people, Blair. That means not everybody has the same opinion as this individual over here. Okay?
if you have to feel bigger about yourself by putting other people down, what does that say about you?
It means that you're not comfortable in your own space, and the trans women say that our vaginas are better than real, or not that they say real or whatever vaginas, and I'm just like, but why? What is the competition here? Why are you in competition?
And also, if we want to just talk about the logistics of it, is it really superior? So?
Well, it's different because I've had actual first-hand experience with it. It's different.
Okay. Yeah. It's not expected to be the same thing, look. No one's expecting it to be the exact same.
I know a lot of them don't even enough lubricant.
No, they don't. It's
So
completely different.
How is that superior?
And actually, the person that I had said that she wished that she didn't do that, and that her sex drive went down, and that she doesn't feel comfortable with it. It doesn't feel like anything, and she was just she didn't do it.
Yeah, that's some person's experience with it, but that does not mean that everybody's experience with that is that they regret doing it because they don't have any sensation. There are quite a lot of trans women that have sensation. You cannot use random people, like one or two people in the community's opinions as to why you shouldn't do something. It is all up to personal choice. If that person feels that is what will make them most gender affirming, let them do it. We're all on our own transitional journeys, and the second you start dictating other people's journeys, it no longer becomes a safe place. And that's how mistakes happen, that's how detransitions happen, because people are being put in a bucket. Literally just like put in a bucket in a box, told what the fuck to do, and that's what you're implying, that they shouldn't do these things. It's like, yes, you're literally dictating how someone's transition goes. Did someone try to do that to you? Yes. Did you fucking hate it? Yes. So why do it the same thing to everybody else, man? Let them have their fucking life.
So I don't think a superior product comes with all these health consequences and like possible like side effects. It's
but
like
the fact that you have to say that says everything.
Oh, I know.
That you're trying to make something that isn't really what you wanted it to be, as if it was what you wanted it to be.
Right. Well, that's that insecurity.
That's right.
Right. And
That's
then they'll say that we're the insecure ones and that we're self-hating
Oh,
because
no,
we don't
real.
have to put down biological men and women to be ourselves.
We would not.
Imagine if you had to be like, I'm more of a man than it's like
I would be embarrassed.
Right. If I sat up here being like trans bitches are better, then it's like, you know what? Maybe to some people who are attracted to that,
That's
absolutely.
Right.
But to say that as an absolute.
But they're not saying that as an absolute. This is one human being saying one human being's opinion.
kind of like
No.
calm down. And why do they always have pink hair?
I don't know.
Can we take back colored hair? Because it used to be cool.
It used to be cool. Yeah, until those people started hating you.
Cool.
I used to have
That's
pink
right.
hair.
I can't have it anymore.
I would never be caught dead with pink hair now because I feel like people would think I'm a communist. So here is one with these.
Sorry. Did you just say you wouldn't be caught dead with pink hair because people would think you're a communist? Don't even want to go there. That's a political statement I'm not going anywhere near.
Individuals who got hate crimed, supposedly, and they're excited about it.
Wait, okay.
Look at the person.
Another
It's
red
always
hair?
funny to just look at the
Jesus.
person before you even start.
Why is that funny? What's funny about what this individual looks like, Blair? What's funny? Would you be insulting a person's appearance right now? Surely you wouldn't be shallow enough to bully someone's someone's appearance. Surely not.
So we just got hate crimed, and I'm really excited about it. So the way that we travel is that Alice will like hang onto the back of my chair while we move. So we're like a little train.
I can't tell if I'm hearing the Australian accent I think I'm hearing, judging by this like Metro card thing behind her. Well, them. Sorry. Whoops. I fuck up sometimes, okay? I'm human. But this box behind them, I believe, is a Metro card reader, and that's in Australian Metro, but more specifically Adelaide Metro. So this could be an Adelaide person, but also this is kind of like how we get around on buses and trains and things.
And like saw us going past and yelled out from his car, "Cripple!" And we were like, "Yeah!" Like it's never.
Okay. You are being offended on behalf of somebody who's not offended. They're not offended. It's the equivalent of someone walking up to someone and just going, "Oh, faggot," and someone just going, "Yeah." Like, that's the equivalent of the situation. Someone accepting the situation because they're like, "Yeah, you don't know me." Like, that's essentially what it is. You and Buck, if you have a problem with this, clearly not lived a day or spent a day in Australia. This shit happens a lot, and it's not out of malicious intent. It's just what people say sometimes, and you kind of just brush it off. Like
I get called a fat piece of shit all the time. Alice has.
exactly. It happens that often. We kind of just go, yeah, whatever. Like, it's not worth having an argument or a fist fight in public about.
It's never finally happened.
Okay, well that just says everything.
It says everything, and you can speak to this because you're of a different generation, and I can't. New trans that getting hate crime is something to celebrate and TikTok and whatever and get caught from. Do you think Matthew Shepard?
Yeah, thank you.
Was happy about getting hate crime?
Thank
you. We're not happy about it. We're just accepting it. Like, okay, what's better, Blair? What's better? Yeah, some cunt just called me a name. Or, some cunt just called me a name. I'm gonna go cry in my room. We feel that way, but we don't do that out loud because it is so much better for ourselves to just go, yeah, whatever, and brush it off. Because the more things we let affect us, the more it's gonna hold us back for so long. If you just brush it off and move on, it doesn't affect you. Then all of a sudden you become fucking bulletproof to people's opinions. That's where you want to be. Is bulletproof to whatever the fuck somebody says to you. It's where you're supposed to be. You hating on the situation is literally just you hating on someone's coping mechanism of being treated like shit. Not everybody's gonna hear something horrible and just go, "What the fuck, cunt?" Like, no one's gonna attack it immediately. Some people do this. E.g., me, the person that just goes, alright, cunt. Like, just lets it go, because, like, you don't know me, you don't know anything about me, you're just a random stranger trying to cause shit. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to cause shit. If you react, you're giving them what they want. So how is what she did anything wrong? Also, I love how the name is covered on this one, but it's not covered on the other ones. It's lovely.
Thank you. Oh
it's
my God.
disrespectful.
I grew up in. I'm 60. I grew up in hair. That put in.
Yet no one cares about you. Like, yeah, you grew up in a world where no one cared about you. Yes, we grew up in a world where we're screamed at because there's so much attention brought onto us. We're screamed at how many times a day? If we were offended or took to heart everything that was said to us on a given day, do you think 90% of us would still fucking be here? No! We brush it off and we move on because we know that's what we have to do to get where we want to go. It's called fucking persistence, Buck.
Had AIDS, which was like this weird thing that no one wanted to touch us, and like I got my ass beat by right here, right down the street, by guys following me in trucks with baseball bats and kicking my ass. It is not. This is not something you want to celebrate. We work to get away from this. It's as if they want this hate crime so that they can say, "Look, I'm a victim." That's exactly what they're doing.
This is where society is. It's like there's actually a demand for victimhood now.
That's not what we're doing, you fucking idiot. You guys are just painting this with your fucking conservative, we are just fucking victim blaming, we want attention for being different, rah, rah, rah. You're painting it with the same brush people back in the day painted you cunts with. That's exactly what you're doing. Like the fuck? You guys got problems, man.
Or hate crimes lose people's mind because she's so excited because it justifies her entire ideology.
That's right.
Her ideology is built around victimhood, but she knows in her heart that it's never actually happened to her. She's never actually been a victim. She knows in her heart of hearts that she's incredibly privileged to live where she lives, but finally she pushed back and she's like, I'm so excited.
No, that's the entire.
Wow. Did you seriously not hear the whole part of her saying she's called names every day and all the time, and her friend is bullied for being trans every day? They are literally victims. Don't say they're playing victims. They're literally victims of transphobia and fucking body shaming all the fucking time. They are literally, instead of letting it affect them, brushing it off. Don't act like they're using this as a way to be like, oh my god, somebody hate crimed me. I'm a victim. Because that's not what they're fucking doing.
That is the actual entitlement of living in this space. This is where all of the people before me and you fought to get us into a space where we could walk down the street without being beat up or having this.
Yes, and we are still not there. Don't act like we are there, Buck. Because we are not. And if we were there, the laws in America that are being passed and being thought about being passed right now, and the bills in America that are coming out would not be coming out if it had been successful. If the ending transphobia had been successful, none of this shit would still be happening. So don't say you guys fought to do this, because you did fight to do that, but it didn't work. And you have to acknowledge that it's still going on. Just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening big picture.
The words, fat and queer and whatever the heck, tranny or whatever you want to call it, spewed at us. And this person is.
We still have it spewed at us. Instead of letting it affect us now, we just go, meh, whatever. Like, we just go, don't really care about your opinion. That's all we do. And we do that because it hasn't worked. Because we've had to go through this shit. Same as you did growing up, minus the being beaten the crap out of, because your generation fixed that. We just have to deal with the insults still, because transphobic people still exist. Come on, Buck. Surely you know that's stupid.
Celebrating it? Wow.
I mean, when I tell you, Buck, it's like
coping mechanism, they're not celebrating it. Continue.
Talking about this, I'm thinking about being like having like this older high school kid like bust me in the nose because I was a kid, and just getting jumped and all the shit that I went through as a kid. And it's like the fact that this fat
bruh I can't even. I can't even. You're trying to say something like trying to say she's not a victim whilst also insulting her. Blair, Blair, Blair. Yes, you guys went through all of that, and because all of you guys went through all of that, you helped shape the fact that that doesn't happen to us anymore. We don't get our heads caved in everywhere. Most of the time, we don't. They still scream shit, just not as frequent as they used to. But you have to accept that it still happens. And people still have to figure out how they're going to handle that situation. And a lot of us choose the meh method of the that happened. We're using laughter and happiness as a way to cope with a horrible situation. And you're telling them they can't have that opinion because it's like they're celebrating it. No. Oh my god, how stupid do you have to be to take everything with the same, let's see everything with the fucking same lens, paint everything with the same brush, just make everything a negative that we do, because it's not what you guys did, because we're in two different generations of the trans community, and they're not going to be the same fucking thing because they don't have the same experiences. Like,
is so excited about being crime. Tell me you've never experienced hatred or violence in your life without telling me you've never experienced.
I respond the way she responds, and I've definitely experienced hatred and violence in my life. So maybe back up there and don't make assumptions on people's experiences when you don't know them, Blair. Huh? Let's back up a little bit on that one, maybe, huh?
And it's disrespectful because our community, that's a community, and I try so hard to hold on to their community. I really try to, because I do have hope that someday there can be. But it was built off the backs of people who really suffered actual hate crimes, and it was.
Yes, and you're tearing that back to the fucking bare bones of going back to that shit every time you do this shit. You built it up to where we don't have to deal with the levels of hate crime anymore, and now you're pulling it straight back down by being on their side. Come on. How? I don't understand people, man. I just don't.
Wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
This is the picture of where
entitlement. The entitlement. They don't even know they have.
So this person has actually made hate TikToks about me before.
Oh, great.
So we'll see.
Great.
This is Cypress.
Awesome. People fucking hate you. So, what? Oh no. I feel like I'm gonna get angry at this one.
And Clown mentioned not having people clown self-pronouns for clown, and so in this situation, I would make sure that I exclusively use clown pronouns to talk about Cypress. So
fitting.
Cypress knows that I see
who's Cypress
for who clown is.
Are they actually talking in third person? Oh my god.
I don't know about. I mean, we've been over the pronoun debate lots of times on the internet. I feel like there is a space where it takes it too far. For a lot of people, they'd say that's neo-pronouns. I wouldn't agree there. Neo-pronouns are neo-pronouns. But words like clown, that's not a pronoun. It's not. It's not a pronoun. I don't I don't understand. It's not a pronoun. It is pretty much borderline identical to what transphobes use to take the piss out of pronouns. Like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I identify as a monster truck. My pronouns are tire and car." You know, it's kind of similar to that as to what I think this is, like the clown and clown self pronoun thing. I don't understand why people are giving people more ammunition. It doesn't make people hate us any less.
In the third person, actually, it's you. Holy crap! Oh my god, people! I beg of you, we need to reinstate mental health care. This is out of control. Health crisis. We are in a mental health. Somebody who speaks in the third person.
People would have said that about you back in the day, Buck. People would have gone, "Oh, you think you're transgender? Well, you seriously need to get you into a mental health clinic. You're mentally ill." People would have said the same thing about you back in the day. Don't do it for other people, okay? Do I agree with this TikTok over here? No, I don't. But am I saying they're mentally ill and need to go get fucking, like, sectioned? No. Level of respect, Buck.
About themselves. As a
you know what I hate? I hate when I see this is like one instance where, like, you know, you see people now say it and it.
Yes.
That to me, y'all know I'm the last person to cry transphobia or like clock things. However, the only thing I'm ever like, I don't like when people get called it for any reason.
I don't like it either, but if that's what the person prefers, then fuck it, I'll do it. But would I prefer not to be calling someone it because I think it's disrespectful? Yes, but to them, it's disrespectful to them. But if that's how they feel, I will do it. But that like, bruh, Blair and Buck are a whole new ball game of transphobia. I thought Ariel was bad. These two take the fucking cake.
It's like when actual transphobes are like it's like, how are you gonna take away someone's personhood, them being a human being? So it's like when I see people being like clown and clowns out it itself, it's like, why are you making your entire existence a joke like that? As much as I do believe you're behaving like a joke, you are a human being and you should at least assert some sort of respect for yourself.
Oh wait, but they don't. That's not their objective. Their objective is to continually push this boundary of I can be whatever I want to be, and I can.
They're not pushing the boundary. Some of them are. I will admit, some people are pushing the boundary. But do I think this individual, Cypress, is pushing the individual? No, I don't think they are. And yes, I'm using they because I'm trying to figure out which pronoun on that list to use, and they seems like the most neutral, safe one to use. They are not horrible for what they're doing. They're not trying to push a boundary. They are simply doing what everybody who's in the community has to do throughout their transition, figuring out what works. We've all done it. We have literally all done it. Guarantee you, Buck, the first name you came up with was not Buck. Blair, the first name you came up with was not Blair. Blair, guarantee you did not know that was what you wanted to look like. Buck, guarantee you did not think this style was your style from the very beginning. You had to work out how everything worked, how you wanted your hair to look, how you wanted your face to look, how you wanted your outfits to fit, everything. You needed to change all of that up, or you needed to see what worked best. That is literally what this person is doing, and that is all they're doing. And don't attack somebody for how they are going in their journey because they haven't gotten to the spot you're at. Literally. I don't know how to put it any clearer than that.
I remember when that slur. You know, I'm all about reclaiming slurs. You know, I use tranny all the time, and you know that.
Same. I'm all about reclaiming words too, Mark. So why are you about to attack somebody for reclaiming a word?
I choose to use, but at the same time, it is not necessarily something that is so reclaimable on some level.
It is. They used to say the same thing about the F word that I'm not going to say in this video because I know I'll get in trouble even though I said it earlier. I'm already in too much trouble for that. I'm not going to use it again, but you know the word that I'm referring to. But people used to say that wasn't a reclaimable word. We claimed it back, didn't we? Like, the word tranny that you keep using in this video, we reclaimed that word, and people used to say we couldn't reclaim that word. Words are reclaimable if you take away the power the word holds. Then it doesn't have the power anymore. Say, for example, you take the word tranny. That used to be used as a negative insult slur towards us. But it ain't anymore. Why? Because we stole it back. We took away the negative power and used it ourselves and added a positive to that word. We reclaimed a word by removing the power of the word. So why can't we do that with the word it? Exactly, Buck? Because it's literally just removing the negative effect it has and using it in a positive manner, therefore taking away the negative power of the word. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
It's. You don't think people think of us as it's?
Yeah,
they totally
as
do.
a human being, it's like that's not cool to take away someone's, sentience.
No, that's right.
Like,
that's right.
But these people, it's like, again, we will always be the villains, despite what we're saying is like, please just respect. Like, how are we the villains when we're like, respect?
Disrespect yourself, but you're not allowing people to respect themselves, Blair, because you're tearing them down as well. It's respect yourself. Also, here's an insult about you. How you expect someone to have self-esteem, self-respect if you're literally tearing them down?
Yourself, respect others, and everyone just get along. And we're
not that, but they try to have that same message: diversity, inclusion. It's not. It's a big lie, because how come we don't get to be part of the community?
Because you're hating against us. Because you're working against us. If you were willing to be open-minded and work with the community rather than against the community, you'd be in the community. You'd be involved in the community. You'd be loved by the community. But you're not, because you're trying to tear away what you built. Your generation built a much more inclusive space for trans people in the world, and then you helped tear it all back down. That is why we don't like you. It should not be this difficult.
And we have a different way of thinking. That's diversity, but you can't have it. So that's why I keep saying, don't let people pull you into that diversity inclusion stuff, because it's not real. It's an actual.
It's fake.
It's fake.
It really is.
Oh my God, it's exhausting.
Trans women can breastfeed, and this is great news because I always wanted to breastfeed, but I thought like my dry tits would give the kid an eating disorder. Chronically suck yogurt. Like, I know this about trans women. Our tits are really far apart, and I would have fun with that. I would just have a baby on each tit in the middle of a and be like, look at her go, baby, and do a different rooms.
Oh yeah, someone's giving you a baby.
Yeah, probably. What is your... Okay, I don't care what they're about to say about this. This is possible. And for people that say, oh, but it's chemicals. Chemicals. No, it's hormones that are already in all of our bodies. If everyone's unaware, a human being, right, has both hormones in their body. Yes. I know. A male has both testosterone, or an assigned male at birth has both testosterone and estrogen in their body. Their testosterone levels are just higher than their estrogen levels. And an AFAB person, estrogen levels are higher than their testosterone levels. Therefore, you increase estrogen levels and decrease testosterone levels, your hormones are going to be much closer, if not practically identical, to a cisgendered female. So this is possible, and it will be the exact same thing. So do not, I repeat, do not, don't you dare insult this, you two. Don't you dare. I know you're going to, but don't go here. Don't do it. Because you are literally, whatever you say, it's going to be the separator in saying that there should be a separation between trans people and non-trans people. Whatever you're about to say is doing the opposite of your trans women and women should be equal. Whatever sentence is about to come out of your mouth, if it is negative in this regard, will do the exact opposite of what you claimed you wanted in the beginning of this video.
Oh my God, that is actually child abuse, and that is actually sick, weird, twisted.
sick, weird, twisted child abuse. Would you say that about a cisgender woman? Baby breastfeeding her child? No. Oh my god. Fuck. No, I can't with you fucking people.
This is why people don't like us. That's predatory behavior.
No, it's fucking not. I swear to God, if she's about to say it's a lie, I'm gonna kill her.
Here's the thing, and we talked about this in the car earlier. Literally, we should start filming our car rides and everything. Because the real videos of when we're just like hanging out. But today I was talking about this concept of like trans activists and LGBT activists in general. They tend to go with half truths and try to make them the whole truth. So this whole trans woman can breastfeed thing. Here's what actually happens.
Okay.
When you're on hormones for long enough, as a trans woman, if you're consistent with it, you can secrete milk in the sense that fluid can come out and resembles breast milk. However, all those magical, enzymes and immune that exists that I'm not coming to my mind right now, that is, making it so this.
So in other words, the stuff that's in our body, like the the things that hormones create. Are you forgetting how this works? Blair, are you by any chance forgetting that? Whoo! I mean, hell, I could be wrong and just fighting with her at this point, but I'm 97% certain I'm not full of shit.
New life can be healthy and exist in the world without like getting a cold and dying. All those beautiful properties that women create while they're pregnant.
Yep.
We don't have those.
Nope.
Because we're not biologically women, never will be, never could be. At least not with modern science. Modern science, you'll be able to breastfeed, but guess what? We're not in there.
Okay, maybe in 50 or 70 or 100 years,
right?
It will be a different. But
we're
living in this actual moment.
Until then, what's going to happen? This crazy cockeyed bitch adopts a baby and is like breastfeeding this kid, first of all, and then second of all, they're not getting any nutrients. It's just like what? It's just so sick.
They're sick. It actually looks insane.
I mean, you can see in the eyes. Look at it's just crazy.
Oh my god, again with people's fucking appearance. Can you back off? Can you back off? Is that physically possible, Blair? Can you not comment on someone's opinion for 5 seconds? Because if we're gonna start with insulting people's opinions, can we start with the fact that you look like the stereotypical cheerleader pick-me bitch of every high school? The popular girl's like, oh my god, did you see Jason posted a topless photo on Instagram? Oh my god. That's what you look like! If we are gonna start insulting people's fucking appearances, that's what you look like. Just putting it out there. Don't insult other people's opinions. Fucking opinions and appearances. If you do not expect it back.
No, it's not cool, because we as trans people want to have kids. I have a kid. It's important to actually get to have families and have...
You have a kid? So, why did I not know that? The Buck Angel has a kid. I feel like I should know that, right? I feel like that should be information I know. But I don't know that. He has a child? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta do my middle of the video fucking. I gotta do my fucking investigating. Hold on. This man is not. I was about to say. The fuck? Wait, hold on. Does he have a kid? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Yep. Yes, Buck Angel does. Yes, Buck does. Wow. That's unfortunate for those children that they're going to have to grow up with a father who has this mindset. That's, wow, insulting, honestly.
Kids, but we don't lie about, you know what I mean? I didn't make a baby with my partner. I adopted a baby.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't have a baby because I had a hysterectomy, but that being said, I can't make my partner pregnant.
Right.
We have to figure out ways to do that, right?
And lying is a disservice to trans people as well.
That's right.
Because why would you want young impressionable trans people who are watching your crazy ass TikToks to think that's on the table for them?
That's right.
Like,
Great
why?
point. Great point. Yeah,
Same with all the period stuff. It's like, why are you trying to convince people they can have it? It's like,
but why?
I mean, that part I understand. I'm not entirely understanding why trans women are under the impression, well, some trans women are under the impression that one, they can get pregnant, and two, that they can have periods. They don't have the means in which to do that. But they can have pregnancy symptoms, though, that I will admit. And like pregnancy symptoms, like period symptoms, shit like that. But they can't actually have them. Like, have the actual act itself. Yeah.
What do you think that is? Do you think that having a period, it makes you a woman? Is that why they're saying it? Like,
probably. It's like an affirming sentence for them. Leave it alone.
That is the epitome of being a woman?
I think that a lot of trans people, and I don't know what it is about you and I that we don't like source validation from that weird
Right.
I think it's just a personality trait, I guess. I don't know. But, like, a lot of them are like, if I don't have every aspect of womanhood, then that means that I'm invalid or that I don't belong or that I'm not a woman. And my whole thing is like...
That's not everybody. Okay, that might be quite an awful lot of trans people in the beginning of their transition when they think that's how they're supposed to be. But everybody's transition changes throughout the years. Hell, I'm a year into this and I don't need everything. I've established that. Like, I've established that, okay, I don't need to have everything that a cisgender man has to be a man. I don't need to be identical to that human to be seen as that human. I don't need to have everything or be everything that a cisgender man is to be seen as a man. It doesn't need to happen.
There's beauty in just being a trans woman. There's beauty in being in that own lane.
Excellent.
And so as much as people want to say that I'm always...
Okay. But why does there need to be separate lanes if you want everybody to be equal? Shouldn't we all just be in one lane then? Like, if you're trying to make people, like, if you're trying to say, oh yeah, we all need to be equal, and then separating people, you're doing two very different things there, Blair. Two very different things.
Rating trans people. No, I actually think that if you can be who you are as a trans person, own it, stand in that, there's so much power in that. You know, I don't need to convince myself I can have a goddamn period to feel confident about my life and where I'm going and where I'm headed.
Those people are actually doing a disservice to us.
Yeah.
They are lying to the world, which what happens now? The acceptance of LGBTQ people is down more than ever.
Yes. And you two aren't helping that situation at all. You are kicking the trans people while they are down. Shame on both of you.
And now all these laws are passing across the country, anti-trans, everything.
Right.
Why do you think that's happening? Not because of me and you.
It's called
Not because of you and you. You're assisting, mate. I can't even with these people.
Pendulum swing.
That's right.
And it's the thing that I've been warning about since the beginning of my career, but no one ever heeds what Blair says. No. It's always just...
You're not in the herd.
Right, I'm always the crazy one, right?
That's right.
Whereas since the beginning, I was like, keep doing this.
That's right.
And guess what's going to happen?
That's right.
And now you have in Oklahoma, I talked about it on my podcast this week, go check it out. In Oklahoma, there's now a bill talking about they want to make it so that 26 and under can't transition. And it's
That's not okay.
We have now gotten to the point where the
We're right. we're finally agreeing with something. It's not right. But you two aren't helping that situation at all. How all of you guys are, both of you, are against people under the age of 18 transitioning in any walk of life. You're literally handing them the fucking, like, you're literally handing them the okay to fuck up our lives every time you say that shit. Every time. Every time.
To all this insanity,
That's
it
right.
could possibly start affecting adults, at least in Oklahoma right now.
Right.
And it's like,
and whose fault is that?
Transphobes, transgender transphobes, conservative people. Like, how many different fucking people do you want me to push the blame on? Like, because that's exactly who it is. Like, it ain't us. We're just existing, and all of you got a problem with it.
It's the legislation is there. They have some part to blame, but also I'm not going to pretend like it's not wing nuts and to say like this, pushing people to have a reaction.
We have been able to freely do what we did prior to TikTok existing,
and it helped us dramatically.
Were you able to freely do that, Buck? Can we go back to that part where you guys are complaining about being hate crimed? Can we go back to that part? Because you guys weren't able to freely do shit. Alright? You guys weren't able to freely do fucking anything. So, you're full of it. You're full of it.
Right.
Us as individuals.
That's right. That's right.
And you know, it's just everyone's crazy.
It's actually scary, and it's just putting us back a million years. So right. I hope all your followers can see what we're trying to say, or what they do. That's why they watch it.
Our people do.
Yes, they do. But these people need to wake up. They're really destroying the trans.
Okay.
But also,
no, we're not. You guys are.
I mean, the person that we just had on the screen is so genuinely crazy, and you can see it in their eyes. That the fact that any doctor would operate on this person or tell this person that they could really go through life as a woman.
Yes.
Why are you misleading these people?
Money.
Well, of course, yeah.
Right? It's got to be, because we used to have to go through mental health care before we got to that stage.
Yeah, and we have to now. Like, it has not changed. It's not changed. You still need to go through the jumps and the hurdles, but you act like you don't have to go through the jumps and the hurdles because you're not there. You've been through it already. You don't know what happens now in the 21st century to people that are coming out. You don't know that situation because you haven't been in the coming out space for several years, people. Like, Jesus Christ.
And you know
my dog is going, actually.
That one.
I know. You know what? It's only by the grace of, I don't necessarily believe in God, but the grace of God as an expression that, I ended up okay with everything that I've done, because I didn't have to go through mental health care. I didn't have to go through anything. I had a 30-minute doctor appointment in which I walked in and then out with an estrogen prescription.
I call bullshit. I call bullshit. As someone who's currently going through the hoops of trying to get on hormones, I don't know how it is in America. From what I've heard, it's exponentially harder than what she just said. And it's also very hard in Australia. I've been toned down by three different doctors who literally referred to it as I'm not transgender, I have transgender symptoms. Yes. Yeah, that's the shit I have to deal with when I go to doctors. Being told I'm either mentally unstable or being told that I have transgender symptoms and I'm not transgender. I need to go see a fucking psychiatrist because I have this delusional belief. That is what doctors in Australia are like because of this. And this woman claims that she just went into a doctor's office and went, I'm trans, give me estrogen. No, bitch. I call bullshit.
and I was an adult, but still, it's like there should be more safeguards than that. So if anything,
I'm an adult now, and there are too many safeguards. Like, it is like jumping over fiery hoops every 5 seconds of my fucking existence. You know, in Australia, there's a list, right? There's a list on a transgender website of all of the different doctors that will actually, like, fucking diagnose gender dysphoria, will help, like, prescribe HRT, because not every doctor in Australia will do it for reasons like you fucking people. Because they are transphobic and they don't want to. Literally. Or it's because people like you guys fearmonger people into detransitioning, and then those doctors get the blame because you guys said there should have been more safeguards. There are enough safeguards, but then when they detransition, they find you, and that's the type of shit they come back with. That's why doctors refuse to do it now. That's why it is so hard for the younger generation to get the gender affirming care they need, because of the stupid shit you say.
I lucked out.
On some level, but I think you truly are in that space.
Yeah, I'm truly transgender, but it's like, the doctor didn't know that.
No, that's right, but that's the problem why we're having so many detrans.
Right.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the ability to get to the to the medication and everything, and like being pushed into it by doctors and things like that. That is not the main reason for detransitioners. Do your research, Buck. Do your research. Or I urge you, Buck Angel, if you don't feel like going on the internet and searching up shit, go watch a Jammy Dodger video. Okay? All you gotta do. He's explained why people detransition about 19,000 like the main reason, about 19,000 fucking times in his videos. Go watch it. Educate yourself.
Went through that same system,
but they don't exist.
So I just had to call out sick from work because I've had these awful, unexplainable stomach cramps.
Take a
Okay, if you're about to hate on this individual for the fact that they're experiencing period cramps, which is possible with estrogen, Blair, then you're insane. You're insane.
And I really, really hope that I'm sick because, I've been on hormones for a year and I've heard people say that this is around the time when they start getting, like, period cramps. And if I have to deal with this once a month, I am going to be so upset. I don't have 12 sick days a year. I'm just going to have to power through.
FYI, women don't call in sick for their periods. They actually go to work and power.
Yeah. Yes. But is this individual saying this, Buck? Did this individual mention anybody about women?
Periods, all of it. They don't call in sick for work.
Right.
So you don't even know what you're talking about.
Right. So even if we're gonna pretend like you're getting your period, okay, you're a woman now, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Go to work.
Go to work with your period.
Power through.
And let me see your bloody tampon.
It would be poo-poo. Literally, like...
No, but look, I'm sorry, but her face is smirking when she...
And you're gonna act like medical professionals haven't confirmed what that man just said. I'm gonna say man because they didn't establish here, and this dude is being insulting. Fucking hell. My brain. Let's go back to what you just said, boy. Let's go back to what you just said. Hold on.
It would be poo-poo. Literally, like...
No, but look, I'm sorry, but her face is smirking when she's...
Okay, so we're just gonna pretend like medical professionals haven't confirmed what this human being just said. Like, it's been proven, Buck. Shut up.
talking
she's
about
loving
it.
it.
Because she's loving it.
And they never brush their teeth.
Oh, fuck. They're like delusional.
Right.
They're literally
Like,
delusional.
It always blows my mind when I see trans people who don't brush their teeth. Just on a side note, I'm a teeth person.
Me too.
When I see trans people who don't brush their teeth, I'm like, so you're gonna get all this done. You're gonna get all this done. Not that this person. Not that.
Okay. I'm gonna use a term here that a few people might know about. If you do, I'm very sorry that you know this term. Because it means that you know somebody that has experienced this, or you are somebody that knows what this term is, and I feel very bad for you. Depression teeth, Blair. Do you know what that is? Depression teeth is where you literally are so mentally ill, like so depressed, so don't want to do anything, just want to die, that you neglect everything in your life, specifically your teeth. And yes, I showed mine, and yes, I have slight depression teeth. My teeth are yellow, very yellow. Is it because I look after them? No, I don't look after my teeth at all. Because there are days I don't want to get out of the bed behind me. Do you think I want to spend 2 minutes at a fucking sink brushing my teeth if I can't be bothered to get out of bed because I want to die? No. The last thing I'm thinking about is my teeth when I want to die. Blair. Fuck's sakes.
This person has got anything done, but like in theory, trans people get a lot of stuff done, right? It's
Yeah,
like I got a lot done. It's like I'm gonna ignore my teeth.
My teeth don't matter, they're rotten.
So I'm gonna get implants, I'm gonna get Botox, but I'm not gonna brush my teeth. I just like, it's sick. And
let's go backwards, because I can't tell if she said boob jobs or blow jobs just then. I genuinely want to know what she said.
I'm not gonna brush my teeth. Anyway, I just like, it's sick.
Fuck, I missed it. Hold on. It's good. We're gonna have to go back a little while, so.
It's like I got a lot done. It's like I'm gonna ignore my teeth.
My teeth don't matter, they're rotten.
So I'm gonna get implants, I'm gonna get Botox, but I'm not gonna brush my teeth.
Oh, implants, Botox. Okay. I thought she said blowjobs, and I was very confused. But anyway, we've reached the part where I've established what she said, so let's continue.
Anyway, I just like, it's sick, and you know,
how many views does that thing have?
4.2 million. So I hate that this has to be said, but public service announcement: trans women don't get periods. It's actually one of the few pros of being a trans.
That's
right.
They don't get periods, but they definitely get period cramps. Period symptoms, or symptoms that can be similar to period things. And you're aware of this, Blair. Okay? You know it's true. You're just ignoring it. How do I know it's true? I know it's true. Okay? I have friends. I know it's true. I've seen medical documents.
That's
it's true.
Pretty cool.
You don't want. I had my period.
Why would I want one?
You don't want it. Trust me. 1 month on.
Women don't want.
It's atrocious.
No, women don't. No woman celebrates their period unless they're like trying to get pregnant or whatever there's going on. But
no one likes their period. Exactly, Buck. I hate mine. So I agree with you there. Yes, I'm also holding a lighter, which means there was flame. I'm sorry, people that hate fire.
Woman walks around. Yeah, I got my period.
And again, this is the half truth. There's always a half, sometimes a quarter, a tenth of a truth that these people do. So the half truth, or the fraction of the truth of this, is that it has been said, and I think I've kind of noticed within myself, that you get hormonal fluctuations on hormones, but that's
different,
normal, and that's not a period.
Nope.
You don't have a uterus to have a period. Nope. You had a hormonal fluctuation? Cool. I doubt you even did.
Hi, my name is Samuel, and I am a canine Therian. But what does this mean? A Therian is somebody who identifies as wholly or partially non-human, specifically as a non-human animal from this earth.
I'm gonna shut up about this because I don't know anything about this, so I'm not gonna defend Buckangel or that, or this person. I'm defending no one. I'm just shutting up because I don't know anything about this, so.
Now, there are other forms of non-humans, and a person could identify as being non-human for a plethora of psychological or spiritual reasons.
Psychological.
Which it is. I used to be certain that it was
So here's the thing. I put this one on so that, like, do you feel like trans should be an umbrella where we're also including identifying as other, or should it just be?
That's why I separated from it, and I call myself
Right.
a transsexual. I'm pretty I'm a bi.
Yes, people don't use the word transsexual anymore because it's out fucking dated. Read my lips, Marcus, read my lips. You cannot change your sex, you can change your gender. That is why they changed the title from transsexual to transgender, because you are not changing your sex, you are changing your gender. Because sex is the biological, gender is the identity. One of them can change, one of them cannot. Fucking the fact that you're 60 and I have to explain that to you. Just fucking hell.
Binary trans person who wants to go from living as a female to living as a male. There's no mixing anything there. The transgender thing has been hijacked.
Is this the same people who go to Pride and wear like the dog masks?
Yeah. No.
So they actually identify as dogs?
Oh no, they identify as dogs. They actually do, and I think that's a form of mental illness, 100%. And I think that we are glorifying it and acting as if it's normal. That is not normal behavior, and there's something wrong with that. And I'm not saying it's. Here's what I want you to know, though. Mental illness is a real thing. We don't need to stigmatize it by saying, "Oh, we need to help people." Not be in this space of just they're spinning out. This person is, and also with this technology, it's giving people platforms to get some kind of recognition or some kind of validation. That's the thing. So we're seeing it at such a high rate because they're getting validation for it.
And fatherlessness.
Well, that too.
If this person had a dad.
I agree. There's something with the family.
If this person.
You can't prove that. I'm sorry, I know I wasn't going to say anything, but you can't prove that person doesn't have two parents in their life. You cannot prove that they don't have a mother and a father in their life. You cannot prove that they don't have an actively well family life. You cannot prove that. Well, you cannot prove that. You're making an assumption that is just horrendous. That you're like this because you have like a horrible family. The fuck? Where do you get the nerve, Blair, to say something like that? Where do you get the nerve?
Had a dad, they would not be on TikTok talking about I'm a dog.
That's right.
Because your dad would be like, what's
going on?
Yeah.
No, the family unit has been destroyed.
So shout out to everyone who identifies as whatever the we are not the same. Hashtag we are not the same.
We are not the same.
Let's just not.
Not allowing a child to use puberty blockers is simply just transphobic. It just is what it is. There's no reason not to.
Oh, really?
Puberty blockers just
no
allows
reason.
The child to kind of freeze, allows their look to freeze, to stay in place. It gives them more time, essentially, to decide whether they want to go further.
Yes, and I can see Blair's look of no. I can see Buck's look of are you serious? They're reversible. They don't do any irreversible damage. They are, like this woman said, essentially a fucking pause button. They are essentially a pause button.
Medical transition. At any point while using puberty blockers, a child can stop.
And then what?
Right.
And then what? So she's totally lying. That's not true.
They stop and their puberty begins. Fuck. Okay, how the fuck are you a 60-year-old trans activist and don't know that?
It's so sad because now you have, obviously, Lupron is the puberty blocker. Now you have the FDA saying, it causes brain swelling and this and that. It's like...
That's right.
I don't understand. And I said this, it's like, if the choice is protecting children or being called transphobic, any sane person is like, I'll take the transphobic.
That's right, I will.
Sorry, I'll...
Yep.
When I transitioned 7 years ago, I didn't sign up to support children being harmed.
Never.
I didn't sign up to support the sterilization of children.
Never.
Who's sterilizing children, Blair? That's what I want to know. Who's sterilizing children? I can't even with you people.
That's part of being trans. I guess I'm not even trans. Whatever.
Transitioning is an adult space. I don't care what anybody says.
Right.
No child understands that they can claim trans all they want, but when adults are the problem, because the adults are.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try not to yell. Both of you knew you were trans growing up. I'm willing to bet. Both of you knew it and just didn't accept it. So you want to hate on someone because they had more willpower to accept themselves than you guys did? That they were willing to accept themselves when you guys weren't because you guys were scared? These kids are actually being brave and being themselves, and you're going to tear them apart because they don't understand? I'm sorry. How the fuck could you say someone can't understand who they are, right? If they're trans, gay, lesbian, whatever, but at the same age, you willingly accept that they understand that they're straight. It's the same logic, like cisgender, it's the same logic, just flip-flopped around because it's something different, and you think they're too young to understand what the fuck they're saying. Yeah, they're old enough to understand when they say they're straight or cisgender. They're old enough to understand what the fuck that means. The fuck? You're the reason they hate us.
Choice for the children. And I keep getting in that argument with people. No, the child knows who they are. Do you have children? I do.
Right.
So,
have you ever met a child?
Have you ever met a child? Are you around children? I coach soccer. I'm around all of these kids. Not one of them are trans, by the way. So how come all these kids that I'm around are just loving life and playing are not trans? So I believe that something is going on.
You don't know that. Are you those children? You don't know what's happening in their head, Buck. Same as when you were growing up, I guarantee the people around you didn't think you were trans either until you came out. Because people are not mind readers, dude.
With these kids who are being taught to be trans kids.
Oh, of course.
You can't teach someone how to be trans. You literally just open the floodgates to someone telling you that you were taught growing up how to be trans. What argument would you have for that, Buck? It's not something that can be taught to anybody. Grow up.
Being given that language.
100%. And you know,
they're being given the language so that they can understand that is sometimes the case. Because you don't learn who you are without the language to do so. You know who you are, but you don't have the language to put to it. You hand that child the language, they know who the fuck they are. It's like a questioning child that knows they're gay, but doesn't know the language to say it. Come into class and they learn about, gay people and the LGBT community, and they're like, oh, that's me. I finally have the logic to find out who I am. What is wrong with the instance I just brought up? What is wrong with that? Absolutely fucking nothing.
No, it's like just the idea that is even the healthiest route to go for. Even if we grant them that they're really trans, it's like, look at Jazz Jennings.
That's right.
She had to get multiple revisions on her sex change surgery because she didn't develop enough to actually have it. So it's like, her story is so sad, and she was on camera by 4 years old as a trans kid, and it's like, I don't even want to. I see that story ending very badly. I'll just say that.
Actually, it's very sad.
Yeah.
She's sweet. I've met her many times. She's a sweetheart. She's a really nice person, but she got duped. And actually, that's who we should be using to show this isn't what you think it is. This person will never have sex, never have orgasms, never even understand what that means. It's healthy to have orgasms. It's an important part of growing as an adult, understanding your body. And then who are we to take that away from somebody?
Insane. I know someone who transitioned very young as a child, blockers by 12, surgery by 16, and like totally stealth in life, right? Because you can't tell she's trans.
Right.
And she's happy being trans, but she has never in her life experienced an orgasm.
So there you go. But that's amazing, and you didn't.
Sorry, my father just got home.
Have any puberty blockers?
And thank God that I have experienced orgasm.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's part of being a human being.
That's right.
And I don't know what that does to a person to never experience that. And I've seen what people do on Twitter when you bring this up. People will be like, well, why do you care about kids orgasming?
Oh my God.
That's not what anyone's saying.
No one's saying that.
let's talk
That's
about
exactly what you're fucking
and then
saying.
second of all, it's like there's a problem when you have to have consent explained to you over and over again. Because there's another group of people who always have to have consent explained to them when it comes to children. And I don't really think you want to be compared to those people. But if you keep this up, we have to compare you.
That's right.
Because guess who also makes the argument that kids are grown enough to make the decision? Pedos. That's what they say.
There we go.
They know what they're doing. They want it.
That's right.
That's
they want it.
Yeah.
They want it. Because
Right.
Adults are making choices for kids to have sex changes. I don't care what anybody's saying. Kids aren't making those choices. Parents are doing it for their...
No, they aren't. The parents aren't making the choices unless the child says it. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
For their children.
There's a lot of Munchausen by proxy, and then there's a lot of parents who genuinely are dupes.
Yep.
There's a lot of parents who genuinely are emotionally blackmailed into doing this to their kids.
I agree.
And so it's a messy gray area, and people get turned off when you say it's always Munchausen by proxy, because I don't think it is actually.
No, it's not.
It is sometimes, and you can see it when it is. When it's those parents that have the colored hair and the trans body everywhere. But you know, in the case of Jazz Jennings,
No. And also, I know a parent who actually told me that she's scared because she made the choice for her child, and her child seems okay, but we don't know what's going to happen. But she said to me, I feel scared if I make it.
Yeah, that's normal. Parents are supposed to be scared for their child's future. That's what every parent does, regardless of whether their child is trans or not. What ideology are you trying to throw out into the world, man? Like, what the fuck?
Right choice or not.
So I'm going to be showing you how to use emoji pronouns in sentences. And if you missed the first two parts, well, click right here and, you'll find your way. Did you know that any emoji can be used as pronouns? Shut up! No. Most emoji self-pronouns follow the same grammatical formula. However, if something does...
What? Okay, now she's got me a little confused. Let's
change,
try this.
it'll be specified, so don't worry. For example, if someone uses they-them pronouns but doesn't want to be outed just yet, then they can use emoji self-pronouns.
Wait a minute. She said if somebody uses they them pronouns but doesn't want to be outed, you outed yourself. You literally outed yourself. What are you talking about?
Here's the thing. Is there any wonder why there's a 4,000% explosion in kids identifying as trans when they have little influencers like this on their phone talking about you're trans if you use emojis?
That's right.
It's not what she said.
No, it's
not what she or they said.
At its finest.
I don't like the infantilism.
That's indoctrination at its finest. Fuck. Well done. You've just killed the fucking transgender community. Well done. Buck. Well done. Happy proud of yourself.
Of trans stuff, about how so many of these activists, they speak in this tone that's very
ooh, it's creepy.
Toddler-like, like they want to, and this is one of the things that I think is creepy about Dylan Mulvaney. Is Dylan's always talking in this very childlike tone, this very no, I don't like it. It's like
I'm leaving that alone. I'm leaving that the fuck alone. I'm leaving it alone. I'm leaving that alone.
These aren't issues for kids at all.
Well, he calls himself a girl.
Right.
I mean, wow, really? You're transitioning into a girl?
Day 500 of girlhood.
That's just really
weird. And I just
weird.
put a tampon in my house.
Oh, I mean, wow. I mean, I don't care what Dylan wants to do. You're an adult. Do it for yourself. But you are influencing young people. So.
Is she? Is she really? Oh, you guys are really evil. Okay, that's good to know.
Now I gotta step up and say something.
Leave
the kids out of it.
When you're at that's the thing. I would have never made a video talking about Dylan Mulvaney.
That's right.
In fact, I refrained from making a video about Dylan until Dylan was at the White House telling the president that kids should transition.
There you go.
Then you're gonna end up with Blair and Buck.
Now you got it, my friend. You opened that door.
That is it for this video.
That video is over. Thank God. I wasn't sure if I could do it anymore. Wow. Just wow. I don't think there's any more that needs to be said, honestly. What in the fuck did I just watch? Hope everybody has a fun time. I'm gonna go shoot myself in the head. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna go exist and try to forget that these people exist. Alright. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.